Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Welcome po sa News Up to Date. Ang topic po natin ngayong gabing ito ay tungkol doon sa Order of Revocation na inilabas ng Securities and Exchange Commission laban sa isang company na iWatch.ph Corporation. Opo, na-issue na po ng Order of Revocation itong iWatch.ph Corporation. Ito po ay isa na namang company. Na-issue na rin to ng advisory ng SEC. So, ito nga, naglabas na nga ng order of revocation. So, ano ba ito? So, iWatch.ph Corporation or iWatch.ph, isang stock corporation na registered sa SEC noong December 10, 2018 under company registration number CS 2018 42541. Ang opisina daw nito ay sa 161 Camyas Road, Sikatuna Village, Diliman, Quezon City. So ano bang primary purpose daw nito? To own, develop, market, operate, and provide an online application or e-commerce marketplace that will allow sellers to list their products such as but not limited to food, supplements, fashion items, and accessories necessary, incidental, and or related to the business without acting as internet service provider or telecommunications value-added service provider. Pero nung April 22, 2021 ay inamend daw yung Articles of Incorporation nito at yun yung primary purpose ay nagbago. Ito na nga ngayon yung primary purpose. To engage in, conduct, and carry on the business of manufacturing, producing, buying, selling, distributing, marketing, importing, and exporting of goods, commodities, wares, and merchandise of every kind and description at wholesale or retail, including but not limited to food and beverages, skincare products, food supplements, provided that the corporation shall not solicit, accept, or take investments or placements from the public, neither shall it issue investments contract as amended on January 5, 2021. Pero alam naman natin na nanghingi nga ng investment tong iWatch PH or iWatch.ph Corporation na ito. Dahil matagal na itong company na ito eh. So ito nga, marami natanggap ang SEC na mga complaint nga tungkol dito. At base nga sa initial investigation from website ng iWatch.ph, yung www.iwatchphcorp.com, ay nakita nila na yung iWatch.ph is an online business that gives Filipinos a lifetime reason daw. Ito yung base sa website na maaari ka daw kumita in 20 different ways and with multiple features, giving them no excuses to have nothing coming in to have a greater life even further. Yan yung base sa website ng iWatch.ph So, ayan nga, syempre, pinost din nila yung mga registration nila sa mga government registration para ipakita na legit sila. Para lang sabihin na legit. Pero hindi po ibig sabihin nun talagang legit ang panghingi nila na investment. As a corporation, legit sila, legitimate. Pero investment taking nila ay illegal. So, base sa mga nakuhang impormasyon ng SEC, ano ba ito? Yung prospective investor daw ay dapat magbayad na amount na 2,188 pesos para maging member. At pwede daw siyang kumita, syempre magiging iWatcher siya eh. At ito nga yung mga marketing schemes ng iWatch.ph. So pag naging member ka, magiging iWatcher ang tawag sa'yo. So ito nga, avail package. So a prospective investor should pay an amount of 2,188 pesos to become a member. The package includes 6 executive soaps, 50 tokens, and 50 credits. Lagi pong may mga sabon dahil napakamura lang pong gawin pero laki ng sinasabi nilang presyo. Napakamahal. Too good to be true. 2 credits every day. A member or iWatcher will receive 2 credits every day aside from the initial 50 credits. 625 tokens. A member or iWatcher will receive 25 tokens per day for 25 days. At yan daw ay equal to 6,250 pesos. Direct referral bonus, a member or iWatcher will receive 200 pesos from the company and 500 pesos will be deducted from his ads wallet that will be transferred to his available balance. Leadership bonus, a member or iWatcher will receive 5 tokens for every recruit And that is convertible to 8 pesos per token or 40 pesos. Sales match bonus, a member or iWatcher will receive 200 pesos for every pair of a member's binary structure and corresponding voucher. Maintenance bonus, a member or iWatcher will pay 1,500 pesos to get another 100 iTokens once a member already utilized and converted all the remaining balance in his or her ads wallet to available balance. Repeat direct referral bonus. A member or iWatcher will receive 300 pesos per every maintenance bonus paid by a member's direct referral. And Unilevel bonus, a member or iWatcher will receive 30 pesos per every maintenance bonus paid by a member's indirect referral but under his or her own structure. So, yan nga yung mga pangako nilang kitaan. So, ito naman, di ba? Lagi naman ganyan. Maraming mga bonus-bonus kunwari. So, no April 23, 2021, naglabas po ang Securities and Exchange Commission ng isang advisory laban sa iWatch.ph Corporation. Kasi nga, illegal yung pagsusulisit nila ng investment. At ito nga, nung May 12, 2021, ay naglabas investor alert na nakasulat sa Pilipino, wikang Pilipino, at ipinost dun sa Facebook page ng Securities and Exchange Commission Philippines. At dito nakapaloob yung warning o advisory laban niya dito sa iWatch.ph Corporation. So, ayan. So, April 27, 2021, may natanggap na letter ang SEC galing nga dun sa counsel or abogado ng iWatch.ph na nagre-request na i-lift daw yung advisory. Yun daw, yung nakasulat doon sa letter, yung iWatch.ph business model daw involves direct selling of products and services to the public. At yung main business daw nila ay focus sa product distribution, online sales, and marketing, and advertising. At generate daw ito ng income from the sales of its products and services as well from the various service agreements from third parties. At no April 28, 2021, isang reply letter ang ipinadala sa iWatch.ph na iniinformahan na ang Enforcement and Investor Protection Department or EIPD is not inclined to favorably recommend the approval of its request to lift advisory. Ibig sabihin, hindi pabor yung EIPD na i-lift yung advisory laban sa iWatch.ph. At yung EIPD nga ay nire-require yung company na mag-submit ng audited financial statements at income tax return for the previous years, copies of all contracts or agreements entered into by the company with third parties, detailed explanation of its 10 ways of earning and Food and Drug Administration certificate of approval its products. So, syempre, ito EIPD, dahil nag-imbestiga nga sila, humihingi ng kopya ng audited financial statement kasi, di ba, ang daming mga pangakong kitaan tsaka ITR, para malaman kung nagbabayad ba talaga ng tax itong iWatch.ph. At syempre, humihingi yung mga kontrata at yung explanation niya dun sa mga 10 ways of earning na pinapangako nito iWatch.ph. Tsaka syempre, yung registration nila sa FDA. Gusto kasi syempre malaman din ng SEC kung talaga bang approve itong mga products na binibenta nila. Noong June 15, 2021, yung may isang conference na ginanap upon the request of iWatch.ph Council for a possibility of the company offering a settlement. During the meeting, iWatch.ph representative discussed the marketing scheme and the business model of the company. Likewise, the company insisted that the primary purpose of the company was direct selling of its products. Noong July 14, 2021, a show cause order was issued against iWatch.ph and its stockholders, directors, and corporators, namely Rainier Cadiz, Mark Joseph Regalario, Jerome Joseph Operio, Norman Galanza, and Rex Panganiban Regalario, directing the company to 1. Show cause why no administrative sanctions and or criminal charges should be imposed or filed against iWatch.ph Corporation and or its incorporators, directors, and officers for violation of the Securities Regulation Code and other pertinent laws, rules, and regulations of the Commission. 2. Show cause why the certificate of incorporation of iWatch.ph Corporation should not be revoked pursuant to Section 6 I-2 of Presidential Decree Number 902-A for serious misrepresentation as to what the corporation can do or is doing to the great prejudice of or damage to the general public and for engaging in ultra vires acts in violation of the revised Corporation Code of the Philippines. And 3. Show cause why the certificate of incorporation of iWatch.ph Corporation should not be revoked pursuant to Section 6 I-1 of PD 902-A for fraud in the procurement of its certificate of incorporation. At noong August 2, 2021, isang reply letter dun sa show cause order ang natanggap ng AIPD at sabi nga doon sa letter na yun ng iWatch PH na dinideny nila na sila engaged sa pyramiding scheme of investment contract dahil daw dito sa mga rason na ito. The potential customer buys a product or a package of products and services from respondent company for a price of 2,988 pesos. By availing of the package, potential customers are also not precluded from not becoming a distributor. He can just purchase a particular product to his liking. The earnings that the customer will have would have to depend on his own efforts and not the efforts of others. In order for the distributor to be able to earn, he has to perform the following: sell the packages to other potential customers or distributors without any requirement of inventory or minimum purchase requirement. Since product sales are expected, the new distributor need not be called upon to make a substantial purchase or inventory requirement. B. Act as viewer or subscriber in order to activate the iTokens and iCredits. The customer or distributor should be able to use the iCredits to subscribe and share digital contents in any social networking sites co-hosted in the iWatch platform in order to convert them into monetary value. In other words, iCredits could only be convertible to cash when the customer or distributor performs his functions in subscribing and sharing digital contents. Hence, the converted iCredits are considered as service fees for the services rendered by the customer or distributor who becomes an independent service contractor of iWatch.ph for subscription and sharing of social media contents. Act as a referrer for various partnerships for franchising and real estate selling. When a distributor refers a potential franchise of the franchisor partners of respondent company and developer partners, he earns a commission. Act as an e-loading agent in order to earn commissions from e-loads. So, base nga dito, yung position daw ng iWatch.ph na yung customer or yung distributor earnings are not dependent on the number of recruits at ito daw base sa hard work ng mga members nila. At noong August 10, 2021, a settlement offer was submitted to the EIPD in the amount of 5 billion pesos by iWatch.ph. Nag-offer pala ng 5 billion pesos ang iWatch.ph para nga isettle ito. Siyempre, ang laki-laki ng kinikita nila sa di ba? Illegal nilang gawain, no? Illegal. Kaya nga nakita ng SEC at pinatitigil. Pero siyempre, matigas sa ulo. So, ang offer nga nila is 5 billion pesos para makapag-continue sila. So, ito. August 23, 2021, a reply was sent to iWatch.ph informing that in computing the imposable penalty, EIPD was tasked to apply SEC Memorandum Circular No. 6, Series of 2005, Consolidated Scale of Fines, which states that the penalty for the first offense of Section 8 and 12 of the SRC shall be an amount equivalent to 1% of the amount of transaction or 10,000 pesos per transaction, whichever is higher. Further, iWatch.ph was notified that based on the schedule finds, EIPD was not inclined to favorably recommend approval of the offer of settlement due to lack of data upon which to base the computation of imposable penalty. Finally, AIPD requested to provide the names of all the investors and the total amount of money that they invested in the business, the inventory of the products, copies of all contracts or agreements entered into by the company and investors, as well as the action plan for the return of the money to the investors plus interest. On October 26, 2021, a revised settlement offer was received by the EIPD in reply to the denial on the first settlement offer, quoted herein as follows. So ito, as indicated in our letter dated September 13, 2021, we have explained that we have sold 39,000 4 packages less 659 packages which were given for free by way of promotions by the company. These packages have an equivalent amount of 82,685,024 pesos, broken down as follows. Vatable sales at 75,727,363.71 pesos. VAT at 12%, 7,491,320.13 pesos. So, ang kinita pala nila nasa mahigit 75 million. Ang laki. At napakadaming package na pala. 39,000 minus 659 na libre. So, mahigit 38,000 na ang naibenta na nila. At base nga dito, kung i-compute, so ang possible penalty is 1%, so it's around 826,850.24 pesos. So ayan nga. Okay. So, tinasan pa nila yung offer nila, no? Ginawa na nilang 10 million pesos. Para hindi ma-revoke yung kanilang license, ba? Ang daming pera na iWatch, di ba? 75 million, 10 million, napakaliit lang nun para maipatuloy nila ang kanilang panluloko sa publiko. Ang problema, hindi lumusot sa SEC itong kanilang offer. On November 2, 2021, a second denial of settlement offer was sent to iWatch.ph with the information that a scrutiny of the arguments contained in the revised settlement offer would show that the company has failed to raise any substantial argument that would warrant the lifting of the advisory and to accept the offer. EIPD reiterated its previous position that iWatch.ph is engaged in selling or offering for sales of securities to the public and that the activity of iWatch.ph in connection with the selling or offering for sale of investments is considered an ultra-vires act and therefore constitutes serious misrepresentation. The factual backdrop having been laid, we now resolve the instant proceedings on the basis of available evidence. So, tignan natin. So, sige, medyo fast forward na natin. Sige. So, ito, ano ba yung napag-alaman ng EIPD? Kasi chinek talaga nila yung mga karakteristik ng mga investment na ino-offer na iWatch.ph para ma-determine kung it will satisfy the elements of an investment contract. At base sa kanilang evaluation, na-satisfy nga. Ito nga yung mga elements. So, by investing in the company through its package worth 2,188 pesos, the investor enters into a contract. There is a placement of money from the public as they are enticed to invest in the company that represented to be engaged in a lucrative business. The money invested is placed in a common enterprise. The investors expect to derive profits as they are primarily attracted to join iWatch.ph on the promise of income from its ways to earn. and the investors expect to earn profits derived from primarily from the efforts of others or from iWatch.ph new member or investor. Ayan nga, 'di ba? 'Di ba? Pwede nga kumita kada 200 pesos kada recruit, 'di ba? Makikita nga talaga may investment contract kahit na ayaw pa nilang aminin. Wala naman talagang so ito nga, yung iWatch PH scheme bears the hallmarks of unlawful selling or of unregistered securities, pyramiding scheme based on the following factors. No genuine product or service. Naku, napatunayan wala nga talagang genuine product or service. Contrary to what iWatch.ph would have us believe, an investor member cannot join iWatch.ph if he does not purchase its package worth 2,188 pesos, consisting of 6 executive soaps, 50i tokens, and 50i credits. Thus, investor cannot buy its soap on retail. Though demonstrated revenue from retail sales, the AFS submitted by iWatch do not reflect direct selling or that it generates revenue from selling its products or services outside of its packages or program. Highlights easy money or passive income. It offers compensation from little if not dubious work or tasks as video watching and recruiting others into the scheme. Buy-in required. For an investor to be a member of or participate in iWatch.ph program, he has to purchase iWatch.ph package worth 2,188 pesos consisting of 6 executive soaps, 50i tokens, and 50i credits. Emphasizes recruiting. An investor member cannot earn just by purchasing iWatch.ph packages, but profits are earned from recruiting others to participate in the plan through iWatch.ph incentive system. That is direct referral bonus, leadership bonus, sales match bonus, uni-level bonus, maintenance bonus, and repeat direct referral bonus. Thus, commissions are paid out of money from new recruits rather than revenue from product sales or external purchasers by end users based on market demand or need of for the product. So, makikita nyo, nanghihingi talaga sila ng investment. So, nakikita nga natin na talagang nilabag nila yung batas at miski doon sa kanilang articles of incorporation, nilabag nila. At nag-verify nga rin itong SEC doon sa Bureau of Internal Revenue on the authenticity of the taxpayer in the identification numbers of the incorporators of iWatch.ph Corporation as indicated in its articles of incorporation reveals that one of the incorporators presented an invalid TIN. A portion of the BIR reply is cited below. So yung palang TIN ni Rex Panganiban Regalario ay invalid. Hindi pala yan 262107965 kundi 262107365. So mali. Ano ba naman, mali pa. Bawal yan kasi fraudulent yan. Dapat binago agad yan. Kasi maling TIN number, yung maling tax identification number, talagang dapat talaga ma-revoke. At dahil nga dito, dahil sa violation of Section 44 of the Revised Corporation Code of the Philippines, RA number 11232 in relation to Section 8.1 and 28.1 of the Securities Regulation Code and Section 6 I1 and 2 of PD 902-A, Section 5.1M of the SRC, and Section 179J of the RCCP, the Corporation Registration or Certificate of Incorporation or Registration of iWatch.ph Corporation is hereby revoked. Accordingly, let this order be attached by the Corporate Filing and Records Division of the Company Registration and Monitoring Department CRMD to the records of the corporation on file with the Commission. Further, the Information and Communications Technology Department ICTD of the Commission or ng SEC is likewise requested to enter the revoked status of the subject corporation in the online database of the Commission. So ordered noong December 13, 2021. So, ayan. Nakita na natin na yung iWatch.ph Corporation ay tagang nagkasala at yung kanilang scheme ay illegal. At ngayon, na-revoke na ang kanilang ang kanilang Certificate of Incorporation or Certificate of Registration. So, napatunayan natin itong iWatch.ph Corporation ay isang company. Ngayon, illegal na ang kanilang operasyon, na-revoke na ang kanilang Certificate of Registration kahit na nag-alok pa sila ng 5 billion at tinaas pa nila to 10 million pesos. Napatunayan ng SEC na talagang mali ang ginagawa nila. Kaya ayan, sila ay ni-revoke na ang registration. So mga kababayan, mga members, mag-refund na kayo. Mag-refund na kayo dahil baka tumakbo na yan. Dahil di sila nakalusot eh. Hindi nakalusot ang kanilang mga palusot. Dahil talagang isa silang company. So mga kababayan, mag-iingat po tayo. At tandaan, ang iWatch.ph Corporation ay isang malaking scam. So muli po, maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa aking channel. God bless po.